We've been talking about Valentine's and love today, but you know what? You have to start with loving and respecting yourself. Coming up in March is the Metamorphosis Women's Empowerment Conference, and here to tell us more about it is Wright, co-pastor of the Fountain of Praise Church. Hello.
Good morning, Deborah.
This is a fantastic event, and women walk away feeling fulfilled, invigorated, and again, that whole point of knowing who you are, being able to love yourself.
Oh, yeah. You know, and your whole show's been about transformations as well, Deborah. And so we really help through Metamorphosis to tap women into what their change in life may be, what their true potential could be. And so a lot of women leave after having attended Metamorphosis really going into new areas of life, whether they become authors or they go back to school or they open up their own businesses. They just realize that there is something greater in life for them. And so Metamorphosis is really about change.
Yeah, and living up to the name of Metamorphosis.
Yes, exactly.
All right, speaking of what you just said, we have Winter Patterson who's with us this morning. And Winter, you were inspired by the conference.
Absolutely. I went to the conference about a year ago, and it totally changed my life. I mean, to see people like Pastor Wright and other women that were doing their dreams and stepping out and writing books and doing large conferences like Metamorphosis just inspired me on a level that I hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah, so what did you do? What did it inspire you to do?
Well, immediately after the conference, I started, really just praying and seeking, what is it that I'm supposed to do? And God gave me the idea to write a book, and it's called I Am a Pearl. It'll be out probably this summer, and it's just an opportunity for me to share my story and to let people know how valuable they are and how God sees them.
Yeah.
And so I'm so excited, and I'm so thankful for Pastor Mia.
Yeah, when you say share your story, was there something you went through that you just kind of want people to understand that you can get through anything?
Actually, kind of. My story is one that I actually grew up with people that made sure that I was confident and had enough just courage to try anything. But I had people around me who didn't. I had friends who didn't. And true enough, I made enough mistakes on my own that I look back and I wanted to kind of share that, those times, those things that you've done, it doesn't ruin what you have, the story that you will share with the world. It doesn't.
It's interesting that you say you grew up with people who nurtured you, but you let friends influence you. Isn't it funny how sometimes the people who love us the most, we go, you don't know what you're talking about, right? And we let people around us. And so
every parent can attest to that their child is probably at some point saying, you don't know anything, parent, But actually, women like Winter are the type of women that we look for they're doing things in their life, they're maybe successful in their careers, but they're just looking for something else. There's just one more little nudge that they need to really tap into what their real purpose is in life.
And impact other people's lives.
Yes.
All right, Winter, I think that you're a fabulous young lady.
Thank you.
And I love what you're doing, but guess what? That is so not the reason why we brought you here today.
Oh, okay.
Winter Patterson? Will you marry me?
I'm sorry, did you say yes?
Yes! Oh my God!
Okay, so Winter, it was funny because a couple of weeks ago, you were standing in my office with one of our photographers, Marshall Truehill, and it came up that how, you were going to propose and the whole bit, and I was like, well, you can't do it on that day because you're going to have to do it on the show. And so you got up the courage to do it. Where did you think he was this morning?
He told me he was off-site at a oil rig for work.
That's some fancy oil rig clothes you got on right there. Well, very, very cool. So
Oh my God.
You had no clue it was coming?
No, and that's why you wouldn't answer the phone yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Well, thank you very much for pulling it off, because I think that it's one of those things that impacts a lot of us. Whether somebody's thinking about popping the question, it's like, go ahead, don't waste any time. And if you're already married, to kind of reinvest in your relationship.
Absolutely.
All right, and you know a lot about that type of stuff. You and your husband, co-pastors of the church, and so you're
Yes.
constantly reinvesting.
We're constantly having to reinvest in ourselves and our relationship because we're also pulled away, you know,
Yeah.
with so many different responsibilities. It's really important that couples do continue to tap into one another. They continue to take care of one another. They continue to think about how I can make my spouse love me even more.
All right. Well, congratulations to you two. Metamorphosis, go online, Wright2 to find out about how to register for that.
Metamorphosis is coming up March 9th through 12th. They can register online at mymetamorphosis.org.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, Valentine's Day is Monday, but romance is in the air all weekend long. In fact, tonight, you can actually go to the Jazz Festival at the Arena, which is amazing. And then there's some other things happening as well. We'll tell you about that when we come back.